Hey, I'm Patrick, and in this video, I'm going to be defending a multi-billion-dollar company to make myself feel better about a decision I made on buying a product. Also, I'm going to be carrying this road roller from here in Dubuque to Des Moines. Okay, let's get started. By the way, I have installed one of the engines that comes with the Peterbilt 351 mod, and it is the Cummins NTA 420 horsepower engine. Almost thought that car was going to pull out in front of me. It wouldn't be the first time if it did. I don't know why the speed limit on the GPS shows that it stays 35 on the on-ramp. So as you can see, I'm still driving Smarties 351 that I got from the Steam Workshop. Yeah, the Steam Workshop. Put over 2,000 miles on it already. One thing I've noticed is the odometer doesn't work. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you were wondering what I was talking about defending a multi-billion-dollar company, so if you were wondering what I was talking about by defending a multi-billion-dollar company to make me feel better about my purchase, the purchase is the Logitech G29 steering wheel and pedal set that I got back at the end of last winter. And now you see a lot of reviewers and a lot of people on YouTube and a lot of people on the internet in general saying if you're going to spend money on a wheel and pedal set, you should get one of the direct drive setups. And they always point to one in particular. I'm not going to say the brand, but it is $300 for the wheel and pedals. Now the G29 that I got, I spent $230 plus tax. And immediately after that, it went up to $330. But right now it's back down to $230 like it was, and I think the price kind of goes up and down. And then I spent an extra $45. I got the shifter that goes with the Logitech, and it was an extra $45, but I got it on a sale because it was used, but it was basically brand new in the box. It was from an Amazon return. So for less than $300, I got the wheel, pedals, and the shifter. If you get that $300 direct drive wheel and pedals, not only do you not get the shifter, you also don't get a clutch pedal. You have to pay extra for that, and that's an extra $45 about. And then the shifter itself is almost 150. So suddenly, where I spent less than 300 for the wheel, the shifter, the pedals, everything, the $300 direct drive wheel and pedals turns out to be more like 500. I'm sure it's better, but I'm not doing simulated racing. I'm doing truck sim, and that's different. And you do have to get over for the AI traffic. They will definitely merge into the lane without even asking. So I'm not going to ask him if it's okay if I get back in front of him. So if you're happy with just the wheel and the gas and the brake, I guess the $300 is okay because I'm sure it's better feeling steering wheel. But to be honest, I don't have a problem with what I've got. It feels a little lumpy when I'm turning the wheel, but I've got some little steering problem in my pickup truck in real life that also feels a little lumpy when I turn the steering wheel. I'm told it's not a danger or anything, it's just something that I live with. And I also hear that the Logitech wheels are noisy, and yeah, if the force feedback is fighting where you're wanting to steer, it is, but that doesn't happen in American Truck Simulator or ATS 2 either. And yeah, I took Highway 20 across Iowa, so there's the corncob silo again. And yes, I'm going to take a screenshot because I always do. I guess traffic slowed down to see the corncob silo. My head tracking went a little crazy there for a second. Something else that one of the reasons why I got Logitech instead of one of the newer companies. Logitech has been around for most of my life. I was using Logitech mouses years and years ago. So I know they're going to be around probably for a long time. Like I said, I'm sure these newer brands are just as good and will probably be around for years to come, but Logitech has a history of being around. Okay. It looks like it's wanting me to back into that hole right there. It's a little difficult, but I've done it a few times before. In addition to the $300 bundle, there is a trucking center bundle that's out now, but it's and there's a couple brands. One of them is right under 600, and the other one is 600. But again, one of the problems with that $600 bundle that has that fancy truck wheel that's like a wheel from a truck, is that it doesn't come. That one doesn't even come with a shifter. The less expensive one actually does have a shifter, but the one that is $600 doesn't come with a shifter and it doesn't come with a clutch. So there are other things to think about other than just how good something is. Okay, enough talking now. Go back in here. But yeah, if you have a lot of money to spend and you don't mind spending it, get the better one. It costs more, but there's nothing wrong with Logitech. It almost feels like some people want to shame people for buying Logitech these days. Okay, and that's enough of me trying to defend, like I said, a multi-billion-dollar company that's been around for decades. They don't need me to defend them. They can defend themselves. They have the money. They didn't give me any of that money. This is just my opinions. So let's see what we get as we wait for the trailer to disconnect. Okay, somebody must have really needed that road roller moved 200 miles because I have trouble believing in the real world that somebody would spend $15,000 to move one piece of equipment 200 miles, but who knows? I'm not in the trucking industry. Maybe you are. Maybe you can tell me how much that would actually cost. But that's all I'm going to talk about. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.